the human being like a figure, like a ghost in the room. So uh, I was thinking that to have like the human being, like a figure in the room, is it is a need of to have something emotional, something like a human being in a place, to put something, to put someone in the artwork. And it reminds me the novel by Italo Calvino, the Cosmicomiche, All in One Point, when in the Cosmicomiche Calvino says that everything is one point. When everything is one point, you don't have room for anything. But at the end of the novel, there is a woman. My friends, they know that I love this novel, and there is a woman says, "I can make for you tagliatelle." So it's a very strange, very paradoxical way of thinking. So to make something and to have like a human, and to have the human being is Teresa, but this Teresa probably is like to be like a ghost of the human being, in my opinion. It's like to have something human in the artwork. I don't know if you think about your Teresa, or you think about human being, or it's also my idea to have this.
Well, just sort of, as a painter,
Yeah.
putting a person in the room very faintly is a way of putting something that will have more power than the other things in the painting without it having to be colorful or bright or prominent. So it automatically becomes a focus, even if it's very faint. So just technically, that's a way of enriching a part of the painting that maybe you want not something very bright but it has to have some kind of power to it. And if it's a person, it will. And I would also, I guess, say that, for me, certainly, and things in a painting are also somebody's things. So, the flowers in the painting are flowers that Teresa bought. This, the water bottle on the table is our friend Barry's. It's, the things are also indicative of a human presence.
Yeah. So it's like a mix between things and human presence together. Yeah.
Yes.
It's the way of living the space. So there are people living there.
Yes.
You can understand, you can feel people living the place.
Yes.
They're very emotional. And also, I have, of course, other ideas. I don't know if you want to, share with us your ideas, your emotions about the artwork, or if you want me to say something more about my impression about Martin artwork. So
I was just thinking the fact that when Martin paints things and or people, that he never makes a setup. Like some still life painters or landscape painters, they invent a scene to paint. But Martin only paints what's there. And he picks places that have an emotional connection to him, and objects, and people. They're all connected to him and to the painting. It's not just to make a landscape. It's to make a connection with that landscape and those objects.
Yeah, thank you, Teresa, for that, because I think your explication about this idea is it helps me in understanding also a little more the inside and the outside.
That suggested that outside's a little scary, and inside these saints and the Virgin and Jesus are creating a safe place.
Yeah.
For me, it's different. It's these are about escaping being inside.
Yeah.
That the outside is not a scary place, but an exciting place, and you know, the walls disappear, and you don't have to be in. You could be inside and outside at the same time.
I think people had a really hard time with his concept of sort of a perspective, but they're getting to be more interested in it, and I think Martin has a similar concept in that, we don't see two-point perspective.
Mm-hmm.
We see a very different way. We have perspective surrounding us in our mind, looking at it through ideas and memories and history of the place. We don't just see something. So.
And even just visually, there were 2 television programs on public television in the US about the mind and perception. And, you know, we don't even see the way we think we see. They showed, you know, how you see a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, and your brain makes up a story that connects all that.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I mean, you know, the basic thing that propels my work is just, you know, this feeling of uncertainty, that that reality is constructed in here.
Yeah. It reminds us of the quantistic physics.
Yes.
La física cuantística.
Yes.
The theory of the physics.